As you know, he is the district first in Kegel district in 2024 examination.
This time in A-level exam, I got Kegol district first in mathematical stream. Island rank 26. As far as maths is concerned, sir prepares very high standard maths papers.
At Anand's class, we always did harder questions. So many of my friends were also first grade and questions were hard. So actually did every possible question from every part, like every variable question. So it was really helpful.
The main thing I noticed with Anand sir is that he likes to explain a lot of things. And I really like that about any teacher because I like to understand things to the root of the problem alone.
EX minus plus x we write here.
I am Navid from Maunala. This time in A-level exam, I got Kegol district first in mathematical stream. Island rank 26. The way I planned my studies. After I finish a lesson, any lesson, if you take maths, pure applied lesson, before sir finishes the next lesson, I want to finish at least 10 to 15 years past papers in that lesson. More than other papers, I would like to emphasize past papers. Because on that only we can predict the future papers now. And then number 3 would be the model papers. As far as maths is concerned, sir prepares very high standard maths papers. You have to choose the standard paper. Then it is not suitable to choose the easy papers. I got 90 marks. I got 100 marks. No use getting happy by doing the easy papers. So when practicing, you would do hard sums, difficult sums. When you go outside of your comfort zone only, you can see a growth. I just utilized my resources to the maximum. I used my school resources to the maximum, sales resources to the maximum, other subjects also to the maximum, and my own free time I used to the maximum. Use your free time accordingly. Get enough sleep also. Some of you might like to study through the night. It's okay. Some of you might like the morning hours to study. Just in that time, sombara padama without laziness, please use the time you have without wasting it in, don't need to tell now. You guys know how you waste your time better than me.
ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ළමයි මේ අපි රිසල්ට්ස් ගිය සතියාවනේ නේද? ඉතින් මේ වගේ හැම අවුරුද්දකම අපි අයියලා අක්කලා හොඳ රිසල්ට්ස් ගන්නවා. දැන් මේ ප්‍රමෝද් අයියා district 10 and district දිනාල් අයියා district 26. දැන් මේ ප්‍රමෝද් අයියා නම් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම මේ පන්ති හිටියේ මම හිතන්නේ මෙතන ඉන්න ඇත්තන් අතන හිටියේ අයිනේ මම මෙතන බෝඩ් එකේ question එක ලියනකොට මිනිහා වැඩ මම question එකෙන් භාගයක් හදනකොට මෙයා මෙහෙම ඉන්නේ කනන් ටික හදලා district 10 හරි දිනල් අයියා මේ ඇත්තටම මගේ එක දවසක්වත් ආවේ නැහැ ෆිසිකල් පන්ති දිනල් අයියා මේ ඕගොල්ලෝ අර YouTube බැලුවා වගේ දිනල් බැලුවා නේ මගේ YouTube එක බලලා මට කෝල් කරලා ගෙදර ආව තාත්තත් එක්ක ඊට පස්සේ දිනල් අයියා කෙලින්ම ඔන්ලයින් හිටියේ එයා ධර්මරාජෙත් මෙයා ධර්මරාජේ එයා 26 වුණා මම අද ඒගොල්ලන්ට අද එන්න කිව්වා ඇයි එන්න කිව්වේ දැන් district first වෙච්ච අයියා අද එන්න බෑ කිව්වා මේ වෙලාවට එන්න බෑ කියලා කිව්වා district first වුණා අපි කෑගල්ල district first මාවනැල්ල සයිරා එකේ නවීඩ් මේගොල්ලොත් එක්ක එකට හිටියේ right so then I invited to our sons here today just to share their experience with you. Why? From you also, we need some good results in the future. Understand? Right? So, their experience, the way they did their ALs, the way they follow to come to this level, It's a huge achievement, people. Huge achievement, really. Not just a certain little achievement, huge achievement. Hmm? The district first boy, Naveed, of course, very silent boy. He was on that corner, last corner always, not speaking even. Once I talk with him like 10 words, he usually talks one. Ehmaya, very silent. Okay. When I give him a call now, hearing to many sentences, only 2 or 3 words. Very silent boy. Right? I expected by him, according to the way of observing his work in the class, you must give a good result this time. And I expected from him district first. As I expected, he gave us district first. And by observing his working, I told to some people 6-7 months before, this time Kegol district first should be in our class. As we expected, we got that. Right? People like that. Once you do in the class in a certain manner, by observing your skill and the way you work, I can guess this boy will get A, B, C. Even the people who fail also, we can decide. By just observing what your working style. එහෙනම් ළමයි දැන් මේ බලන්න දැන් මේ දෙන්නම අනාගත ඉංජිනේර්ස්ලා නේද? අනාගත ඉංජිනේර්ස්ලා. මේගොල්ලෝ තමයි ඉතින් අර ડોක්ටර්ස්ලා වෙන්න ඉන්න අයගේ හරි මැෂින් ටික හදන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ තමයි. තේරුණාද? ඒතර ડોක්ටර්ස්ලා පාවිච්චි කරන මැෂින් එක පාවිච්චි කරනාට හදන්න දන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ. මේ ඉංජිනේර්ස්ලා. ඉතින් මේගොල්ලෝ තව අවුරුදු 4ක් විතර යනකොට හරි අපි තවම මේ වගේ සර්ලා මේගොල්ලෝ ග්‍රේට් ඉංජිනේර්ස්ලා පාරේ තියෙන ලොකු වාහනයක යනකොට අන්න අර වගේ කෙනෙක් මම දැකලා මතකයි වගේ කියන්නේ අපි දිහා බලලා නෑ මම වීලුවක් කරේ රයිට් හරි එහෙමනම් අපි වැඩි කාලයක් ගන්න නැතුව දිස්ත්‍රික් ෆස්ට් අයියට එන්න බෑ කියලා කිව්වද මම හිතන්නේ මොස්කෝ යන දවසනේ එයා හිටේ අපි එයාගේ වීඩියෝ එක YouTube එකේ පොඩ්ඩක් ෂෙයා කරන්න මං අද එන්න කිව්වේ අතරම දැන් මේ අයියා තමයි අපේ 25 අවුරුද්දේ පීපර්ස් බලන්නේ ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දැන් 25 අවුරුද්දේ මේන්ස්ට්‍රීම් ලියන කට්ටියගේ පේපර්ස් දැන් 19ක් අපි ලියවුවා. මෙයා තමයි ගෙදර ඉඳන් බලන්නේ ඒක. හැම බදාදම ඇවිල්ලා ඉතින් Wednesday every Wednesday he comes here. They are the room number 23. Sitting 3 hours. I am leaving from here because we know he can manage this everything. Right? So some people are writing the paper. Until 5 o'clock he wait there and collecting the paper. I give him the marking scheme. He mark them correctly and bring in next day. So that's a huge service for us. Every year I select a student like this to get this service. Otherwise, people, we can't give you this with the good results. Okay. So I just invite first Pramod, right, to share his experience in a few words, right, to share with you for your future benefit towards getting what 2027 good results. 27 අවුරුද්දෙත් ළමයි මට ඕගොල්ලෝ රිසල්ට් එකක් ඕනේ. තේරෙනවද? දැන් මගේ මේ 27 වෙනි අවුරුද්දේ A level කරන 27 හරි 28 හරි. හරි? ඒතර 27 අවුරුද්දෙත් ඉතින් මට රිසල්ට් එක ඕගොල්ලෝගෙන් ඕනේ. රයිට් එතකොට ඕගොල්ලන්ට පොඩි ගැටක් එනවා නේද? අපටත් මෙහෙම එන්න වුණා නම් හොඳයි කියලා. ළමයි ඉතින් ඒක දන්නේ මේ දෙන්න කොච්චර මහන්සිලාද කියන එක ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලොත් කොහොම හිතන්නේ ඇති මම මෙහෙම ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉන්න දවස්වල කතා කරා නම් අපිටත් මෙහෙම වෙන තිනු නම් හොඳයි කියලා. පොඩි ජොලියක් එනවා මෙහෙම වුණා නම් නියමයි නේද කියලා. හැබැයි ওই ජොලිය ගන්න ළමයි වැඩ කරලා මහන්සි වෙනකොට ජොලිය මහන්සිලා ගන්නකොට ළමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතෙන්නේ මේ ජොලිය ගන්න නිකම් බෑ. මාර ගේමක් ගැහුවේ. ගණන් කීයක් හැදුවද නේද? ගණන් කීයක් වැරදුනාද නේද? ගණන් කීයක උත්තරින් නැතුව හිර වෙලා කල්පනා කර කර හිටියද නේද? කොච්චර ඇඬුනද නේද? කොච්චර එපා වුණාද? ඒ ඔක්කොම පැත්තක තියලා ළමයි මොරාල් එක තියාගෙන ගේම ගහලා ගොඩ ආපු අයියලා. හරි. එහෙනම් අපි සොරම ප්‍රමෝට් අපි කියනවා we ask Pramod just to share your experience. I answer question like this, then that will be very easier to you answer the situation. First thing, I think you came to my class from the very beginning. right? So I can remember even today, my second group, I had this class here. Only I think your another two friends and like 5 students in our second group. Yes, from then that time onwards until the last class he was here, right? ඒතකොට ප්‍රමෝද් අද චුට්ටක් කියන්න. අපි පන්තියේ උගන්වපු දේ වාට තේරුණේ කොහොමද? දැනුනේ කොහොමද? අපි ටියුට්ස් වල තිබිච්ච ගණන් කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක් ඔයාට වැදගත් වුණාද එක්සෑම් එක ලියන්න? අපි කරපු පේපර්ස් වලින් කොහොමද යාට දැනුනේ? අපි කරපු questions කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක් වගේ එක්සෑම් එකේ තිබුණාද? Right? So I'm asking from him the way he felt our teaching here, the quality of our questions in the tutorial, the quality of our questions in the papers. Finally, up to what extent that will be useful for you for your examination.
Hello guys. So first I want to say that if we need to do A-level questions easier, we should actually first do harder questions, then only we can just go to A-level, go to the examination and just finish the questions in like a snap. So at Ananda's class, we always did harder questions. So many of my friends also first said that questions were hard, and some of them actually left the class because they thought in other classes they thought really simple questions. So, but when you just get used to solving harder questions, yeah, the way you think really improves. So at one point you can actually do many questions even without sir's help. I think that's something really good about this class.
Yes, actually, Pramod, I can remember when I was calling to you, come to here and mark our papers. Meantime, I asked from you, how was the paper? Yes. That time you said, one question we have done in the class in the same way. Like that, how many questions you were able to find in the paper, which we did in the class and papers and overall in our class finally?
Many questions were similar, but there was one specific question. It was actually a really kind of old past paper question, and we actually did it in the class, and it was a center of gravity question. In that question, to take the moment from one point, when I did it myself, I took a really wrong route, and I could do it because there was many data in it, but we got the same question in our A-level exam, but in that question, the data was not given, and there was only one method to get the moment. And sir actually taught that method in the class, and when I realized that I have used a very wrong route, I was so embarrassed, and I marked that short method in my book. And when I was doing A-level, doing the paper, that quickly came to my mind that you can just take the moment from this place and take the answer really easily. And also many other questions, similar questions were there in the paper. In substitutes, we actually did every possible question from every part, like every variable question. So it was really helpful.
Yes, he's saying that I can remember even today that in the same board I did one question in the center of gravity, right? So at that time I noticed. So once I given the question, I walked around the class. So now Pramod writing and cutting everything. I can write. I can even remember today. So he was stuck that location. So I did the question. So then he took that thoroughly to mind. See here, once you go on something and learn something, means of course that is remaining in the mind long period. The memory power is very high. So he noticed this and kept in mind. Fortunately, the same question came in the paper. That's what he said. Okay. So then, thanks a lot, Pramod, your experience share with our brothers and sisters. And secondly, I kindly invite Dinal. Dinal is another character. Dinal is another character. I saw Dinal. This is the second time I think I saw you. First day you came to my house. Second time, yes. So now you are a little bit changed. Huh? Those days, very handsome. Right. Handsome means really, those days, of course, you had grown hair. Those days when you come to our house. Yes, right. So then, Dinal completely followed my course online, right? So usually I phone him. His father also one of my friend, right? Because of Dinal, he was my close friend now, right? Yes, Dinal's father is also an engineer. Dinal's, of course, really worked well. Once I speak through phone, he says, I did this question, and so on. Recently, once I speak with him, he said that some questions, of course, some lessons by watching your YouTube channel, I studied, and very talented one. So having only the online classes doing like this means people good evidence this to what some people they hate online. No, people, no, not anyway. That good evidence is here, right? So then Dinal, in a very short form, if you can give your experience to share with your sisters and brothers, that will be very useful because we all people some elements in the nature we must always help to others to get rid of their own issues. That is the human being. So as teachers here, we do like that. And one day in the future, to this country and to this world and finally to the nature, you are the elements, give good thing to the nature. I bless everybody to do like this in the future. And Dinal, just share your experience about the examination.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, sir, thank you very much for the opportunity. So this is actually pretty ironic and weird as well because this is the first time I'm seeing this whole room. The only thing that I saw in online classes was just moving around and occasionally going to the podium there. But this is the actual first time I'm seeing the whole classroom. So in terms of what I would like to say for the 2027 batch, I think you have a really good sir who, if you use his knowledge properly, you will have a lot of experiences. Because the main thing I noticed with Anand sir is that he likes to explain a lot of things. And I really like that about any teacher because I like to understand things to the root of the problem a lot. And I feel like it's really important, especially with A-level, there's a lot of workload in and of itself. So you need to find methods to easily memorize a lot of things as well. So in this case, I think sir explaining every step of the way until he gets the proof is really important for me personally, especially because I was doing online classes and I couldn't go to another place and ask him immediately. So that was really helpful. The other thing was I actually started A levels maybe a couple of months later than what other people might do, starting as in formally starting because I got into a lot of formal A level studies after starting, I think after results. So maybe I had some kind of a disadvantage there. But in that case as well, like Sir said, I met with him personally. And after that, he gave me all of the recordings of prior months because I said that I needed to catch up. And he gave me all the recordings. I think it might have been maybe about 30 hours plus. And it was really helpful because I could just cover them and maybe get back on track within 1 week. Those kind of things were extremely helpful. As in terms of general advice, so students mainly consist of A-level past papers. That's what I really admired and really recognized about his papers because all of those papers, when I started to do past papers, I felt that this question was either discussed with sir previously as well. So that is one main thing that I got from sir. Unfortunately, I think I didn't do the center of gravity question in A levels. I'm not sure. It might have been a missed opportunity there, but even the other questions, when I was doing them, since I was practicing the methods, mostly because of so explaining as you said as well. So it's a process of getting the wrong answer and then coming with the correct answer, which is going to stick with you in the end. So that process and step-by-step ideology is what helped me a lot in terms of preparing for this. So yes, I know it's a cliche, but make sure you do everything as it comes. finish the work you have today and go to the next day. It's a really cheesy cliche, but you need to do it because at the end of we really do a lot of work nearing the final months of A level, and that's going to include a lot of past papers as well as model papers as well. But you need to have a general idea of knowledge with regards to what you've been doing for 2+ years. So having that done every day is helpful because you don't need to remember all of those things at the end of maybe 2 or 3 months prior to the exam. That's a lot of stress relief in the last months. So yeah. Okay, this might be a little bit of a out of the topic thing, but even though studying is really hard, make sure you take your time to actually give your mind a break as well. And this is important because a lot of things I see is a lot of people do not even get proper rest. Like sleeping is the main thing. You don't get enough sleep before an exam. I don't mean sleep 10, 12 hours, but get some basic amount of rest because that's really important. And rest doesn't include, unfortunately, watching YouTube, scrolling on Netflix, watching Netflix, or sometimes reels like doom scrolling. That's not actually a break. Just take some time, listen to music, or just relax just do nothing basically if you're not studying. And that's one main thing I wanted to say because I think people overlook that because rest is also an important part of studying because you're basically using your mind a lot. And that's just a out of the topic advice or experience I'd like to give everyone. And yeah, I mean, teachers are where we get the knowledge. And I'm personally sure that syllabus is extremely well organized. And I like the way teaches his syllabus. It was really helpful throughout the year as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dinal. Actually, I forgot something to tell you. Dinal was, of course, very active person in school. I think you are head prefect. Yes, head prefect, and meantime, deputy head prefect, and so on. And some others committee members. He was very busy person, right? So having these situations, he came to this level. So if he was a little bit free than that, of course, I think he could have reached more than this, right? Anyway, people, that is another thing. So visually, we think that well organizing is, of course, the secret behind this. So we know actually, once you do science, having some external activities in schools and somewhere else, it is not easy to do. But he little bit disproved this. But he is a very busy person. But even though he could manage this level to come, so then I God bless to both sons, right? So and bright future. I again thanks for both of them coming here and sharing this idea because this is only for you, not for me, because I have this type of experience many in the past and future also I will have. So taking this a good lesson to your mind, people, today itself start a new journey in your life, right? So then once you come here, so this is the best and great and huge achievement in your life you can never take. So then thanks again for Dinal and Pramod.
IMS Kandy, Friday at 10 a.m., Sipwin Kurunagala. Sunday at 1 p.m., 2025 paper class. Wednesday at 8 a.m.,